Good morning, everyone. Okay, so today I am doing a video on everything I eat in a day as kind of I try to keep a fit pregnancy going and kind of all the healthy foods I eat. And you'll also kind of see some of the stuff I do. And it is, oh my gosh, what time is it? It is 7:41 in the morning. We've been up for a little bit and I've had about half a cup of coffee with almond milk and stevia. And now I'm gonna try to sneak on the treadmill. Well, the kids, when they wake up, they usually play pretty good and kind of keep themselves entertained. So I try to sneak on the treadmill, and then I also bribe them sometimes and say, hey, we'll go do this if you let me get done. Or we'll go do this if I can just finish the last like 15 minutes on the treadmill. So I usually have to bribe them. But my goal today is to get a little bit of running done because I took yesterday off. And I'm slowly getting back into running, which makes me feel so good. But I'm gonna get that done first, and then I'll show you guys what I'm gonna have after. Okay, just got done with my run. The boys played pretty good, so I ended up getting 4 miles in, but it took me almost 50 minutes, and there were some fights and some stopping and some walking and all that jazz. But I made it, and so now I'm all sweaty and gross, and my groceries are sitting out on the front porch, so I'm gonna get those in, shower, and finish my other half cup of coffee probably while I'm in the shower. It depends what I've got. If I can, or if I have to drink it while I'm in the shower, out of the shower, who knows. So I'm gonna get cleaned up for you guys and get going with what I eat the rest of the day. And I think it's important to state that normally I am pretty much an intermittent faster. I have been that way ever since I started working at coffee shops a long time ago. It's just been a habit of mine. I'm not hungry in the morning very early, so it just works better for me. So you'll notice, I'll tell you what time I eat. But my coffee, my almond milk, I mean, it's like a little bit of coffee with a lot of almond milk. So that's kind of like a breakfast. But I don't like a full meal till a little bit later. So I'll show you guys that. And I gotta shower, get some groceries, and keep moving. Okay, so I am going to make my first meal of the day, and we were gonna go fishing, then the boys decided they didn't want to go fishing, and so we've been hanging out at home. I've been cleaning, the boys have been playing pretty good, so I'm kind of happy just chilling at home, and I'm ready. It is 10:25, and since I last did my run and showered and put away my groceries and I vacuumed and got some stuff in the laundry, managed the kids, now they ran outside for a little bit. I got one reading a book. And normally if we're on the go by this time, like going to the beach or going to anywhere, the science center, the zoo, swimming, whatever, I eat one of these. So these are my Milk Dust protein bars.
I get cookies and put them all on.
No, honey, no cookie yet.
Yes, I do.
No, and let me go show me. I want to see all the stickers too.
No.
And I would eat this on the go. Might be my first meal or my first snack, kind of. But today I'm going to make a smoothie now since we're home and I don't have to eat in such a rush. So I'll show you the, what do you want?
Those books.
Oh, you want a bar?
Yeah.
David really likes smoothie bars. Okay. Let's show him what it looks like on the camera too. No, David's having a bar, honey. See if it'll fold. So these are so good. David loves them. Yummy.
Uh-huh.
He eats them all the time. Okay, so I'm gonna make a protein blueberry coconut smoothie bowl for my first meal. So I will get going on that, and then I'll show you guys when it's done too. David, you like to help me make smoothies? You wanna help?
Yeah.
Okay. First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put some frozen blueberries in the blender.
Oh, I help you.
I'll show you the one that I need a lot of help with. Is this one. Okay, ready? Okay, now David is a big helper with making smoothies. Now, I'm gonna show them what this is and then you can scoop it in there, okay? I got this unsweetened coconut yogurt I'm gonna put in there because I want it to be more like a smoothie bowl today since we're kind of having a slow morning and we're not on the go. So I can actually sit and eat it. So I'm gonna put this in there as well. And it's unsweetened, which is key. Don't get a lot of yogurt that's sweetened because it has a ton of sugar. This has less than 1 gram of sugar, 2 grams of fiber, 8 carbs. So, and with the bump dust protein powder that I'm gonna put in it, that'll make it totally sweet. Okay, David, can you pour that in there or do you want to scoop it in?
Pour it in.
You want to scoop some out for me too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we got that in there. Now let's show them what that looks like. So this is going to be not maybe as big as some that I usually make, but you know, we're getting close. Then we're going to do a scoop of the bump dust. Let me show them what it looks like and then I'll let you scoop it. Okay. So this is my prenatal protein powder that I have. I'm totally obsessed with it and I love it. And it's only 100 calories per serving. Plus you're getting your protein in, which is about 16 grams of protein per serving. Very little sugar, very sweet, tastes really good, and it makes all your smoothies, everything taste delicious. So get that in there. See how you do with your scoop?
Mm-hmm.
And you can see he's working on the bars. So these are a lot of what I have on the go. Are these really yummy little bars? So good. One more little one.
No one, no one, no one.
That's too big, so just do a little bit. Yeah, okay, that's good. It'll be very proteiny. Delicious, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Put that there. I'm gonna grab my blender. And then I'm going to use almond milk with this one since we're kind of going dairy-free with the coconut milk. Help me pour that in. And it's just kind of a splash. You don't really need a whole lot because you've got your yogurt in there. Now we screw a lid on. Okay, are you ready? Blend. Okay. Now I think this is going to be nice and thick. I'll show you guys what that looks like here. So it's very colorful. I'll pour it so you guys can see what that is going to be like there. Delicious. Did you want to try bite it? Let's see how our coconut milk did. Mmm.
Mm-mm.
I don't know if you want to drink that. Okay, so I think I needed just a little bit more frozen blueberries in there to make it a little bit thicker, but I'm okay with that. I think that'll be good. Now we're gonna sprinkle some blueberries on top. Yummy.
Oh.
Good job, David. Sprinkle those on. And I think some strawberries would be really good on this, so that's something I would normally do, or raspberries, because I just did my groceries, so I've got a lot of produce, so let's put some of these raspberries on.
All of them, Mom?
I'm gonna line them up. Will you put a bunch of blueberries on for me? I'm gonna move this closer so you guys can see it.
Mama.
Mm-hmm. How's it looking? Delicious. Are you gonna eat it with me?
Mm-hmm.
No.
A little bit.
You can eat it. Yummy. So it's gonna be so good. So now I'm gonna sit and eat that for my first meal. You're gonna eat it with me? Delicious? All right. Well, about 12 o'clock. And I just took the boys out to run some errands, and they got, we went to a thrift store and got new toys, which for them is super exciting. That's why I love thrift toys, because they'll play with the toys and they're like $4 at the most, maybe 99 cents. So they just went to go play with those, and I am going to probably sit down and do some emails. I have some work now that I have to get done that I'll do in between getting the kids lunch, having them play, catching up on some things for me. And then I will probably get to my next meal when I start feeling hungry. It kind of depends. So I don't really do any tracking. I don't do any like macro counting so much. I eat as clean as I can, and I kind of intuitively eat. So I usually fast in the morning till actually usually longer than I did today. I was a little bit hungrier, probably because I was able to go on the treadmill for a little bit longer, and we were up earlier. So I was hungrier earlier, so I just was like, okay, well, it's already 10 o'clock. That's like a good enough fast for me. So, but normally on days, I think I eat more around like a snack at 11, like one of my bars, and then a bigger meal around like 1 or 2. So I probably won't be hungry for a bigger meal around like 2 o'clock today, maybe 1, depending on how the day goes and if I've been if sitting, and it just kind of depends. Every day is different. So I don't like force myself to eat at certain times. If I'm hungry, then obviously I'm going to eat. And another thing is I'm not trying to like lose weight. Obviously I am 23 weeks pregnant now. So I'm not like trying to lose weight or anything. I just eat very according to if I'm hungry and whether my food is clean or not. I try to get like as nutrient dense foods in as possible. That's kind of like the main thing in my program that I do both for pregnancy and postpartum moms is eating nutrient dense food. So you saw my smoothie this morning was full of fruits and my protein powder and coconut yogurt. Excuse me. So that was like very nutrient dense, but also not like a ton of calories. It's not like I was loading up on like a 500 calorie meal, and I don't count calories at all. It is something you may want to do if you find that the cleaner you eat, you're eating super clean, and then all of a sudden you're like, I'm not losing weight, but I'm not really eating anything bad. Then you may want to look at your calories and your total food intake. But I thought I should just kind of like pause for a minute and make sure I mention some of those things. In the first trimester of my pregnancy, I did not do intermittent fasting at all. When I woke up, I was like, I need some crackers, and then some thing to drink, and then I needed like a breakfast. Like the first trimester for me is a wash. I just have to like keep eating food in order to like survive life. And then I slowly get back into kind of my normal routine, which is just not really to eat a whole lot right away when I wake up. And a smoothie is usually kind of my first meal, or it's an afternoon meal as well. So it kind of depends on that. But if you're in like the first trimester and you're feeling sick and you're watching this and you're like, how do I not eat in the morning? I didn't do that. I'm 23 weeks now, so I have been feeling like almost back to normal. I can actually run on the treadmill. I can actually eat fruits and vegetables and eat much healthier. So I would definitely recommend getting through your first trimester the best you can, and then starting to get healthier. For me, that is just like so much easier and much less pressure than trying to be as like super healthy during the first trimester. I mean, that's just like, as asking too much, if you ask me. So anyways, I just thought I would do a quick check-in. I've been drinking a ton of water. I'll show you my water bottle that I drink that I got throughout the day. I don't remember where I put that now that we got back. And I'll be getting the kids lunch, catching up on emails, and then I'll check back in when I make my next meal that I'm gonna eat, or a snack. Sometimes I do a snack and then a meal. Sometimes I just do a full-on meal, snack, everything. So I'll check back in for that. Okay, so I am going to make my salad now for the next part of my day, and the boys are just getting on their tablets for a little bit before they have rest time, so I'm gonna get my salad done. And I already actually had some potato chips and some apple slices. I wasn't really paying attention and realized that I ate that. I didn't film it. But the boys had some bags of potato chips, and I was like eating them. And then I thought, okay, I need to get my food going. So I did eat that as well. And so what I'm gonna do, what I felt like today, is I've got just like a big bowl of iceberg lettuce. And I grabbed these because they're already made. Easy, I've talked about these before, I like it. I also am trying to this because I just have not been wanting to cook chicken. But this, I actually had it, somebody else had it, and I thought it was really good. So I got some of these, so I'm gonna cut up some chicken in there. And I actually like a spicy hummus on my salad as well. Put that on there. And this is my all-time favorite dressing, so I'll put that on. And I'm also drinking one of these sparkling waters. I'm starting to get thirsty, so they're just like nothing but a little bit of flavor on there. So I already cut these up quick. I'm gonna put that on. And that. There. No yelling, boys. Then I'm gonna get a fork. I'm gonna put some of my hummus on. And I also like a crunch. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of croutons on there too, because I like something kind of salty and crunchy. Yeah, very simple, easy, no excuses. A little drizzle of this.
Not like it. Schools are doing gymnastics.
And there you have my next salad. Okay, super easy. I'm gonna sit and eat that, and then I'm gonna put the boys kind of asleep or a rest time. That's what they do, where they have to be quiet for a little bit and make it a snack, and then I'll pop on and show you guys that, or I may not, before we get going for the rest of the day, which hopefully we'll make it to the beach. But here's what I mean next. I'm popping on super quick because I'm making a little bit of an iced coffee, and so I just wanted to let you guys know that. I have an old Dunkin's cup. Oops, some lettuce. So I put a little bit of cold brew, and then I'm gonna put some almond milk in, and I'm going to put some chocolate milk in there, so it's like a little kind of iced sweet drink. And that is just because I was needing a little bit of pick-me-up, and the little ones are gonna wake up soon, so I wanted to let you know I'm gonna be drinking that. Okay, so here is my little coffee, and it is 3:45, so I was just needing like a little pick-me-up, so I did a little iced coffee, almond milk, and a little bit of chocolate milk, and there's a little bit of whipped cream on there that I'll stir in, so I just wanted to show you guys that. Because then my dinner and my dessert will probably be coming in a little while. Okay, so I just got back. I took the boys to go play with the dog in this big field, and there was a couple other kids and a bunch of dogs come, so we've been out and about, and now I'm going to make my dinner, and I actually already have some spaghetti sauce made, so if the boys want that, they can have noodles, and I'll cook that up quick. I also have leftover pizza that they can have, and I'm making a couple of cheeseburgers just in case they want those, because I kind of never know what they're going to go for and what they're going to actually eat, but I know what I'm going to eat. So I'm going to be making just some quick taco turkey meat kind of stir fry with cauliflower rice and chickpeas and cheese. Just sounded good to me, like kind of like a big rice and beans and taco bowl for some reason. Sounded good, and I have a little bit of guacamole. So that's what I'm working on quick, and I'll get going on that so you can watch me make it. Keep dancing with the baby, there's a lot of back. Okay, so we are going to sit down and eat here any second. I got pizza warming up. I've got one already kind of getting into his spaghetti, and then I'm gonna bring this over and I'm gonna mix it all together. So I will show you that so you can kind of see how the cauliflower and the rice and the beans, the cauliflower rice, sorry, and the beans and the turkey with a little bit of guacamole and the cheese, it all gets kind of mixed in, and it's so good. And it's just one big bowl of yummy. And then what you can do is once you mix it, you can even top some more cheese on top if you like. It's just like a sprinkle of cheese, and it's just kind of like one big bowl of stuff, but it's really good. So I'll show you what that looks like. And then you can see there. Okay, so it's just kind of like this big bowl of rice, and it's got tomatoes in it, guacamole, cheese, my beans, my ground turkey. Everything gets kind of mixed together, and sometimes I put a little extra salt and cayenne pepper on it, and it is super yummy, really good. And so we're gonna sit and have that, and then if I have dessert tonight, I'll film that as well. Other than that, we're almost at a full day. Okay, I'm at finally the end of the night. It's ready to get dark. I just put a show on for the kids so they can kind of watch that while I get a little bit of ice cream for the end of the night. So I've got Halo Top, and I was gonna put some raspberries on it with some whipped cream. I just have a little bit of that for the end. And I forgot to mention that I did have 5 Milk Duds chocolates today that I didn't film, as well as some potato chips. And I realized that I forgot to film that, and I kind of threw them in my mouth. But I wanted to mention that because I had it and I didn't get a chance to show it, but I ate it. And so now I'm gonna get this out and make a quick dessert. That is like super creamy, and I love. And they have like a blueberry swirl in there. That's really good. I have not ever had this before, but I thought it sounded really good for summer. So Halo Top is one of my favorite for like a lighter ice cream. And so that's what I have for tonight. Sometimes we go to Dairy Queen, and I'll get like a hot fudge sundae there, but that will actually last me quite a while. So it'll take me like 3 or 4 days to eat the full hot fudge sundae, because I do like little bits at a time where I mix it with fruit. And so it's not like I'm eating like a full hot fudge sundae. I don't know. I just don't need that much ice cream at once. Gosh, this would probably be really good with blueberries on it. So this is what my last little, let's see if I can get it to focus on there, dessert looks like. So I will actually eat this while I finish up on some work. Let's see if I can get it to focus. There it goes. Okay, so this is what I'll be munching on while they're watching Pokemon, and I'm getting ready for bed. And that is my snack, and that is my final meal of the day.